Hey everyone! Okay, so welcome back to a little review and unboxing video, and today I'm going to be giving you guys a very good look at this! What the hell is that? Yeah, this thing is huge! Yeah, what is this thing? Well, for those of you who've been around on my channel a while, you might recognize this. This is the 25th anniversary Sonic the Hedgehog art book. And you might be thinking, wait a minute, you've already reviewed this. I can't point, I can't gesticulate. It's too big. I've got to hold this with both hands. Yeah, haha, there's an out of context quote. Anyway, yeah, so why am I showing this again? Well, yeah, that original video I did was for the original release of this book. Now they've actually reprinted it. This is the 2019 edition. And they've added a bunch of extra stuff in this. They've added stuff in on Sonic Mania, and I can't gesture with my hands, otherwise the book's gonna fall. They've added stuff in on Sonic Mania, the Sonic Forces, and there's a little bit on Team Sonic Racing as well. So I figured, yeah, I'll pick this up and I'll see if it's worth your investment, because it has come under fire. A lot of people have criticised this a little bit for being a bit of a cash grab, but yeah, we won't know that until we take a look at it. So yeah, come and join me, guys. We're going to take a look at this thing. And yeah, look at the size of this. This is one almighty book. So let's check it out. Okay guys, so here is the actual book itself. Now the first thing you probably notice instantly is the cover is exactly the same as the original version, which to be honest, I was a bit disappointed with that. I was kind of hoping that they would do a, I don't know, like a 2019 edition, like just print that on it, or even second edition. You know, just something to you know, make it stand out, make it clearly different, and not just for the sake of collecting, but also for if you're trying to get a hold of one, it's more easy to identify which is the updated version and which is the older version. Now, when I opened this up, actually, when I got it out of the packaging, there is a weird, like, stain here, which has happened when it's been made, which, yeah, that ain't good, but anyway, that's that. And the inside cover as well, because it's obviously a little jacket protector, it's the same as before as well. It's a really nice pattern and nice design, I do like it, but again, it's just a shame that they have not updated the actual cover itself, and the same, unfortunately, is very true for the rest of the actual art book. Now, another thing as well I have to be very careful with is actually opening this up, because usually with books this size, you want something that can sort of fit under them like this. You see how I'm holding it? That way it doesn't destroy the spine or damage the book due to the size of it. So I'm probably going to have to be quite careful during this video, which might make it seem a little bit awkward the way I'm filming and doing stuff. Oh, actually, maybe I've got my camera bag here. If I put that under there like that, that should hopefully provide it. Yeah, that'll work for a little bit at least. Yeah, we'll do that. So that's something, yeah. Oh yeah, and also this version of the book only comes in a standard edition. There's no collector's edition either, unlike the original one where you had the standard and you had the collector's edition. So I'm going to go through this. I'm not going to go through it as slowly as I did the previous book, because obviously a lot of this stuff, well, in fact, 99% of this, well, not 99%, but, you know, a huge portion of this book is exactly the same as the previous one. Now, so, yeah, I'm going to have to be quite... It's kind of odd how to review this, because I'm probably going to give my conclusions at the end of the book in terms of if you already own the original, or if you know, you don't own the original, what it's actually like, whether it's worth the investment or not. So we'll just flip through some pages. I'm going to sort of flip through it in reverse, because it makes it a lot easier for me to do, since you know, it's a very large book and I don't want to risk damaging it. But yeah, it's got really cool stuff in it, like the like these designs for the original zone layouts. I love this stuff. This stuff is really cool as well. Yeah, there's also some stuff in here like this as well, like the original. Like, I love this as well, how you've got the final thing here, what it looks like, and then they've got this like semi-transparent piece of paper, and you can flip it over and it kind of shows you how it went from the concept stage. You can sort of see the final overlay on the other side. I really like that. That's really cool. But it goes through the entire 25 years plus history of Sonic. And yeah, you can kind of see how it was developed. I love this. I love stuff like this. That's really awesome. Anyway, let's skip ahead just a little bit. This is cool as well. Like, I love this kind of stuff, but again, I do really wish that these would actually get released, because it's so interesting looking at stuff like that, stuff like that in detail. But those are cool. I like that. I like the fact they got those little brochures in. Now I'm just gonna move a bit closer to the book. It's a bit easier for me to open it up and things. But I do love stuff like that, and I love stuff like this as well, like the concept art for displays and things. We rarely get to see that, but it's so interesting. So it's really nice to see that stuff in here. And yeah, this is interesting as well. They actually acknowledge Fleetway Sonic the comic. Yeah, I'm actually really pleased that was in there. Yeah, I don't know if I mentioned it on the previous one, but I'm really glad that was in there. In fact, no, it's not. For a minute, I thought that was one of my scans, because I'm actually responsible for a lot of the scans of these Sonic the comics that are online, and this cover looks very much like my cover. In fact, it might be. I'm going off the creases on the side there, so technically there is a picture of mine in this book. But anyway, yeah, let's keep flipping through it. Oh, I love stuff like this as well, like little Sonic the Hedgehog type stuff. Yeah, these are really awesome. And I love this as well, like the little Badnik sketches too. Those are really cool. But again, all of this stuff is in the original art book, and there's nothing different here. Oh, I do like that as well, like Sonic's Animal Friends. There was a big thing a while ago about how it was about last week, somebody scanned one of the really old Sega art books, which I actually own, how these images only appear in that book. But no, they're in this one. Alright, granted, some of them have got like this pink filter overlay on them, but yeah, they do exist. They are in other books. Oh, we've got I like that, the development of Eggman as well. That's really cool. So again, we've got it is literally, as you would expect, a proper coffee table art book. I love this. I love these little sketches. Now is this Sonic 2 or is it Sonic? This is Sonic 2. Yeah, I love these. I love these little like outlines and stuff for Sonic 2. Sonic 2 is like, it's like that. This is going to make some of you roll your eyes or groan, but let me explain. Sonic 2 is like the Dark Souls 2 of Sonic games. What do I mean by that? Well, Dark Souls 2 had a lot of content cut from it. It had a hell of a lot of content cut for it, and it was going to be a very different game upon all accounts. And that's the same for Sonic 2. I bet some of you thought I meant like prepare to die or something like that, but no, that's what I mean. It's a game that changed so much during development, and so much was cut and so much was moved around, and we still don't know everything. Like look, there's even the wood jungle zone here and other things as well. And yeah, we have seen those new prototypes recently, which look so cool and give us just a brief insight as to what it was like. But yeah, there's still so much that we don't know. Oh, I like this. I like the Tails concept art. And again, we've got like one of those overlays. I don't know what the point of that overlay is actually. It's yeah, I don't really understand that one. But anyway, we've got Tails. Oh yeah, and it has these fold-out pages as well. And this is not going to be easy to get on camera, so you can kind of see what's going on there. Whoops, sorry about that, just hit the microphone. So yeah, again, it's got pretty much every single game in here. There's so much. However, I think I'm going to have my same. Yep, I love this as well, like the concept art of Metal Sonic. That is so cool to see. It's so awesome. But yeah, I'm going to have my same criticisms about this, I think, at the end of the book, because well, it's because this book is exactly the same as the original one. I love this. I love this section. The development, the concept arts of the bosses. And is this like a different... I love that. The Eggman is the king. Eggman is king. Robotnik is king. King Robotnik. And I love this as well. I just love all these little imagery and stuff. It's so awesome. This is the kind of stuff I want to see in future books. I love that. And this as well, the President's Chair Robotnik. That is amazing. In fact, I'm going to bring that close to the camera so you can see it properly. Look at that. That's so cool. Oops, sorry, just hit the. I just keep hitting the microphone because this is such a huge book and it's not that easy. I love that. I love those pages. So let's carry on. Yeah, I'm being very careful. I think I'm probably destroying the spine in this book, but I don't really have any other way to show it. And we got Knuckles! We got some stuff of Knuckles here. Yeah, again, I'm kind of flipping through the page quite quickly. This is amazing. We need more stuff about the Game Gear games, because the Game Gear games they don't get as much focus, but there's so much about them that we don't know, and they don't get as much love as the other ones. And I love the fact that fans as well are sort of trying to make 16-bit versions of the Game Gear games now. That is something I would love to see. I would love to see Sega do that, like kind of upgrade to a 16-bit level some of the old 16-bit games, the 8-bit games, because I would love to play those again, like on a proper, like a proper Genesis style. That would be amazing. And this too, Sonic Adventure, is it 1 or 2 artwork? I think it's 2. Yeah, it's 2. Yeah, I love this stuff. This stuff is really cool. But again, it was all in the original book. And we know that more exists because I can't remember who it was, but there was somebody on the Sonic live stream a few months back that actually had... he was one of the artists and designers on Sonic Adventure 1 and 2, and I can't remember his name. It wasn't Hoshino, it was someone... I don't think it was Hoshino. It was somebody else, and they had their original sketchbook, and it was full of sketches and designs and concept art, and it's stuff that has never been seen before. It was stuff like that. That one was definitely in it. That sketch was definitely in that one, so there's no credit on this, so I don't know who it was. But yeah, there was stuff like this in there, and it was absolutely incredible to look at on this live stream, and it was just like, my God, we really need to see more of that. It was so wonderful and so incredible, and it's just not in here, and we've never seen it again. But yeah, and we've got concept art of Shadow. Again, a lot of this was already known, but it's still really cool to see in a proper publication. And Big the Cat, of course. The Big the Cat concept artwork is amazing. And you know what else isn't in here as well? This was actually shown at the Sonic Adventure Music Experience, the one in Japan. There was actually a very early build and some screenshots shown of Sonic Adventure. That's never been shown either. That would have been amazing for something like this. I love this though. I love this little splash page of Sonic Battle. That's a really awesome thing to see. But you've probably noticed a trend now, and this was a complaint I had in the original book, and again, because it hasn't been updated, it's my same complaint. The modern era of the book, it feels very lazy, like it's just renders and the odd, like this is like one of the few pieces of actual concept art that's in here, but it's like it's only over 2 pages and that's it. Like, here's Sonic 4, it's screenshots and a render, which is on everything, like, who cares? And this as well, like Sonic Colors, there must be tons of stuff for this, but it's just renders that we've seen before. Same with Sonic Generations. We know there is tons of stuff for this one, but again, it's just very disappointing. Like, look, this is the most like concept art we've seen so far for a modern game in this book, and it's of Styx the Badger. Like, yeah, why is there so little here? Right, so here we go. Now we get to the new stuff. So everything from this point on was not in the original book. So we start with Sonic Mania, and finally we get some new text and blurbs here. So I can't remember if it was this book or another one, but there were some complaints that a lot of this was that some of this wasn't exactly 100% original. So I don't know if it was this book or if it was another Sonic art book. So I'm not going to read all this out, but it is nice that we do have some text and annotations here. But yeah, we do have some sketches here of Sonic, and unfortunately we do have this image which has been used a lot. I like that. I like this. I like the fact they've included all the different, this is from the title screen, the Sonic Mania title screen. I do like the fact that that's in there. but again, unfortunately, we're just getting like stock images which we've seen before. Like, you can buy this on this image on t-shirts and on posters, and this is cool. I like this. I think this is cool. That's a nice thing, because you don't get this moment in a game. I do like the fact that's in there. Well, what I mean is, like, you don't get Sonic, Tails and Knuckles running, and I definitely don't remember Eggman being there either, but I might be wrong. But anyway, you kind of know what I'm on about. Now, I like this. I love this. Now, the images are not original. We've seen them before, but the colour tones, I've definitely not seen that kind of colour tone before. I do like that, the fact they tried to make it original. Now, I'm not 100% sure if we have seen these images before. We've definitely seen this one. This one I'm not sure about, and these two, I definitely don't remember seeing them before. I might be wrong. I might be completely wrong on that one. But, yeah, I definitely don't remember seeing those, so that's nice to see. This, though, we have seen it before. It's been used everywhere. In fact, I think it's the cover of the physical edition of the game. And yeah, we've got two renders here of Ray and Mighty. Again, it's awesome that they're in the book, and we've got the two images here. I'm guessing that's the ones they used for Sonic Mania Adventures. So that's really nice to see that. That's really awesome to see them in the in the book. I'm really glad they actually included that. And we've got the two little concept sketches here. Again, I'm not 100% sure if we have seen those before. I think we have done, but oh, you know what? I don't remember seeing it, but I don't remember seeing Knuckles Chaotix or Sega Sonic the Hedgehog in this book. It would be awesome to see some stuff from that in here, especially even on here as well, like showing how Ray's evolved over time and like the differences between his original incarnation and this one. Like, I like how they did with the big three characters. Now, this made me sort of jump for joy when I first saw this, because I have sort of quickly looked through the book, and then I realised we've seen all this before. Yeah, this is all in the Sonic Mania art book, and I'm pretty sure some of it as well is in the Sonic Mania manual that comes with the physical version of the game. I'm pretty sure something's in there. Like Sonic Mania Plus, I'm pretty sure that did come with some documentation that had a lot of this in. And there was that promotional art book as well, which, yeah, had a very limited release, but all of this I'm pretty sure was in that. Like, there may be one or two images which were not in there. Like, there's these here. I'm not sure if they were in it or not, but a lot of this was, unfortunately, so it's not all original stuff. And this as well. Now, don't get me wrong, I love the fact that this is in here, blown up to such large sizes, but again, we've seen all this before. All of these were in the original Sonic Mania art books. In fact, I'm pretty sure they've been published twice now. Now, it's nice to see, but again, it's stuff we have seen before. And there is no way this was all the Sonic Mania artwork and concept art that was produced for that game. Absolutely not. Have we seen this before? I'm not sure if we have. We may have seen it before, but not to this size. And I've just noticed that there's a little Sonic down here for scale. And yeah, we've got this as well, like some screenshots from the opening animation. But I was just thinking of something actually that they could have included in this section, which I don't think they have done. And it's just I've completely lost my chain of thought now. There was the original work in progress animations that got leaked, and yeah, they could have included those in here as well. Actually, yeah, I've just remembered what it was I was talking about. Where is the mention of Sonic Discovery? Like, they have shown that. We've seen the title screen for it. We've even seen the title screen in motion. There's no mention of Sonic Discovery in here, which was the original pitch, which became Sonic Mania. That should be in here, and it's not. Like, okay, this is cool. The hard-boiled heavies, this is cool. But again, we've got their final renders and these little sketches. Now, the little sketches have definitely been shown before. I recognise this one. I don't recognise that one, but it must have been shown somewhere. But it's cool, it's there, but again, we've seen it. And that as well, that's the box art of the Sonic Mania Collector's Edition. So, yeah, I would say that 90% of the Sonic Mania stuff we've seen before. You know, it's not new stuff. Now, this is the interesting one, Sonic Forces, because Sonic Forces, as we know, went through a lot of changes. And we start off with a render of the title screen. Okay. And again, it's stuff that we have seen before. We've got screenshots here, which, okay, fine. This artwork we've seen before. This artwork we've seen before. Again, yeah, it's nice it's in there, but I would rather have stuff which we've not seen. And we've got some stock images of the Avatar characters. Yawn. And we've got a stock image of Infinite. Like, Infinite, we know, went through loads of character design changes, and it's not in here. Where is it? Where is that? I mean, this image was on Twitter. That image was on Twitter. In fact, I think these 4 images were actually postcards that came with one version of the game. So, don't get me wrong, it's nice it's in here. It's nice it's in here, and it's printed to such a high quality. But again, it's stuff we've seen before. Why is it not stuff that we haven't seen yet? Like, I do love this one. I do love this. This is and unfortunately, this was played out as a cutscene, not, you know, anything cool in the actual game, because Forces wasn't very good. But anyway, yeah. So that's cool. It's cool, but again, it's stuff we've seen before, and that's that over with. We're on to Team Sonic Racing now, so I wonder if this will have any... Oh, no, that was it. This is Team... Wow, that's very... They don't even have the title! They don't even have an image of the title anywhere! It's literally just up here as a small blurb. What? Wow, that is disappointing. Like... That is really disappointing. This game must have had tons of concept art, and there's just nothing in here. And yeah, here we have this again. This was in the original art book, but obviously now they've added, you know, they've added the games from 2017 onward. So it's nice that they've done that. And finally the credits. So yeah, so I went on for a lot longer than I thought I would do. So now I've got to give my thoughts on this, and... Right, here's how I'm going to do this. If you do not own the original art book, if you don't own the original Cook and Becker art book of Sonic the Hedgehog, this is fantastic. This really, really is fantastic. It is a beautiful art book. It's had a lot of effort put into it. However, when you get to the modern section, it does feel really lazy, and I'm so disappointed with the lack of information on Team Sonic Racing and even Forces and Mania. You know, it felt like there could be a lot, like all these little sketches for the classic era. Why is there not even a tiny portion of this for the modern games? Like, that would be so cool to see. And don't tell me it doesn't exist, because we know it does. We've seen it. I really wish they'd put the same amount of attention to detail for the classic and Dreamcast era as they did for the modern era, because it's so lacking in comparison. So, but that said, that's the only complaint I have if you do not own the original book and you're looking to get a Sonic art book. This is clearly the best Sonic art book that's out there right now. But what if you do own the original Sonic art book? Well, again, I would say it's probably, you know, it's very hard to recommend. I've got to be honest. Like, it's an awesome book. Don't get me wrong, it's an awesome book. But if you own the original, like pretty much everything up to the last 30 pages is already stuff that's in there. You already own it. And I think the problem with it is, if you have the Mania art books, like the promotional one, or if you have like the Sonic Mania Plus, which I think also came with an art book. I know either the Japanese version or the Western version came with a mini art book. All the stuff that's in this book is in that art book. I mean, it's great. It's all in one tome, but I don't know. I'm not sure if you'd consider that an investment or not. And do you have the art cards that came with Sonic Forces? If you did, then the Sonic Forces section in this book is going to really disappoint you. And if you know about all the mock-up designs for Infinite that have been leaked out, that's not in here either. There's so much that's not in here, and the Team Sonic Racing section, it shouldn't even be in there. It's just so disappointing. Like, I mean, not even all the characters that are in the game are on here. Like, where's Blaze? Where's Zavok? Where's Metal Sonic? Who else is in this? Who else is in the game? I've completely forgotten who's in the game, but there's like 1, 2, 3. There's only Tails isn't in here. Like, and Knuckles isn't in here. In fact, there isn't even one whole team represented on this page. Hey guys, so apologies for that. The battery in my camera actually ran out, and we might be joined by a kitty cat in a minute, because there's a cat just down here that looks like it wants to jump on the table. So yeah, we might be joined by King Finley. Yeah, as I was saying, there isn't even a full team from Team Sonic Racing represented in the Team Sonic Racing section. I think it's like one member from each team that's on here. I could be wrong, but I'm not sure I am. But that's okay. I've just realised something. All right, yeah, it's just a render stock image, but you've got an art book here that's supposed to show like different artwork, different concept artwork from the game, and you don't have a section that shows every car. Like, even if they were just high quality renders of all the vehicles, they're not all in here. It's like, why? It's such a missed opportunity. And it's like, I can't believe it. I just cannot believe that this is so bare bones, this bit. And in fact, now that I think about it, I don't even think Transformed or the original All-Stars Racing was in here. But again, that has loads of concept art which just isn't in the game. So yeah, as I was saying, can I recommend this book? Well, as I've said, if you don't own the original book, yes, get the 2019 version if you cannot find the collector's edition of the original one anywhere else, because it's an absolutely fantastic book. If you do not own the original one, it's absolutely fantastic, and I cannot recommend it enough. If you own the original one, however, I don't think that the extra content is justifiable, considering they're charging full price for it, and there isn't even like an incentive for buyers of the original to get some kind of discount either. That's a shame. That's a shame. I think if they'd have done that, that would have been, you know, a bit less of a blow. But like, this is all you're getting. That's all you're getting that's extra if you already own the original book, and so much of this stuff we have seen before, unfortunately. So that is a little bit disappointing. Yeah, I don't want to say no, I can't recommend it, but it is very difficult to justify a second purchase of this unless you really do collect everything and must have absolutely everything to do with Sonic, which to be honest, I kind of like collecting stuff like this. So for me, I'm kind of glad I did buy it as well, so I can show you guys what it's like. But there is a little bit of disappointment there to my voice. I can't hide that. But that said, it's still a fantastic book. But it does feel like you're buying the same thing twice, and there's no way to get around that. You cannot spin it any other way. It's very difficult to try and say, oh, this extra artwork that you've already seen before is worth the price again. I'm not sure. So, yeah, I keep repeating myself, but if you don't own the original art book, definitely get the 2019 version. If you do own the original art book, I would probably wait for a major price drop. Probably, because I can't really recommend it at full price, because there's very little new here, and I think a lot of people that did have criticisms about it were correct, which is a shame. It's a big shame. And again, there's so much stuff in here which which I think they could have done more with. Like, I wish there was more. Like, the modern section is so bare bones. It's so bare bones compared to the original section, and that was a complaint I had in my original review. And yeah, it's definitely true for this one. Like, it feels like it was just Sonic Mania. That, like, they could have just said, oh, we've added Sonic Mania and tacked on a few pages for Sonic Forces, and yeah, Team Sonic Racing gets a footnote. So anyway, guys, I think that's all I can say on this video. Thank you very, very much for watching. Yeah, wow, I've gone on for a lot longer than I thought I would do. Yeah, thank you very much for watching this video. If you found this video interesting and you made it all the way to the end, please click that like button and click the subscribe and bell notification button. A huge thank you to my Patreon supporters, whose names should hopefully be flying up the screen now. And I will see you again next time, guys. Goodbye.